So, it's been over a year, well over a year since I've shot any video whatsoever. Someone might actually wonder why. If that person might be you, this is the video for you. I will say, I guess it was the end of 2011. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, towards the end of 2011. No, let's go back further. Um, so since 2006, I've been doing the music thing, performing, and not actually working. 2006 to about 2011, I'd been like just doing music and freelancing and stuff like that, and that was cool. It wasn't anywhere near a living, but it was something. But for some reason, around the end of 2011, I just got this feeling like you need a job. You need a job. I don't know why. I just felt like I needed a job. So I went ahead and said, okay. I just made myself available. I said, if it's time for me to get a job, I'll take a job. Uh, and I guess it was not even before the year it ended. Yeah, it was like the last week of December, first week of January. Yeah, last week of December had to have been. A friend of mine called me out of the clear blue and said, "Are you looking for work?" I was like, "Sure." So he told me about a position and admin, and it was weird because everything just went by so quickly. Like everything was expedited. It was like boom, boom, bam, bam, bam. You got the job. Um, which was weird, but I said, "Okay, I'll roll with it." I hadn't worked a full time job, like I said, in over 5 years, so it was like, well, this will be different. Um, and it was. It was cool. Still was doing some music and whatnot. But a funny thing happened. Um, I'm gonna say about 3 months in, all the work pretty much started drying up. All the musical work, let's say that, all the musical work pretty much started drying up. It was like not much to do as far as singing was concerned. So I was like, okay, well, thanks God for giving me something before that happened, because apparently you knew it was going to happen. A new job has benefits, thank God. It has insurance, health, health, dental, all that good stuff. And I was like, yes, which was good because also, I guess around the same time, not quite around the same time, but close to it. Probably a little before, I guess it was February. I started getting a pain and like in my ear, and I thought it was just, I don't know what it was, quite honestly. But I assumed it was an ear infection, so went to urgent care, got antibiotics and pain pills and stuff, and it just never completely went away. It would go, it would weaken, but it would never completely go away. And the thing about it was, it seemed like it got worse as allergy and hay fever season started up, but it would always be in this ear in particular. It would always be in this jaw area in particular, in my neck in particular. And I was like, okay, that's odd, but I still didn't put two and two together. So I spent all of 2012 going to doctors, allergists, blah, 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 trying to figure out why I couldn't get this ear infection taken care of. It wasn't until, I'm going to say probably February, I guess, of this year, 2013, where it finally clicked in my head like, maybe this has nothing to do with your allergies at all. Maybe this has to do with your teeth. So, it was in March, I decided to go ahead and get, because it really started hurting again, like it did last year. So I went ahead and got myself a dentist appointment. Dentist spent all of 2 minutes in my mouth and said, yeah, you've got an impacted wisdom tooth, and it should have been gone over a year ago. So, that was the whole thing, I guess. So I ended up getting that with the impacted wisdom tooth out, the molar next to it, and another tooth over here that was pretty much gone anyway. All extracted in one day. It was half an hour. It was so easy, so simple, so blah blah blah. That it was over and done, and I'm still kind of recovering because that was like last week. But I guess the thing I'm trying to say is, it's funny how God works, because it's like, okay, I went from not working to working to thinking I, had one thing, but it was really another. But if it wasn't for this job, I wouldn't have money to take care of this. I wouldn't have insurance to take care of this. I wouldn't have money to take care of myself. And it was just like a series of fortunate events, I guess you could say. Things worked out in my favor. And it seemed like it almost had to happen because I was in so much pain. And over the last year, I really couldn't focus on doing anything musical or artistic seriously. Once I got off work, I would go to work and come home and lay down, and that'd be it. I'd be wiped out, pain, just wiped clean out. And so I really couldn't do anything, and it sucked. It's really depressing, actually, very depressing, to not be able to do what you love to do, and not even have the energy or the desire to do what you love to do. It's like, okay, so what do you do? And I don't like being a mindless corporate 9-to-5 zombie. It's just not what I do. Solely, let's be like that. I do like a check. Let's keep it real. I like to keep a check in my checking account. It's a beautiful thing. And now I'm hoping that now that that's taken care of, now that my finances are starting to get back on level again, because dental stuff, surgery is not like cheap, and I have some other things to take care of. But once I get all that squared away, I'm thinking I can invest again. That's what I'm looking for. I can invest again in the music. I'm trying to work on some new stuff now. My head is finally back in the game. I've been listening to lots of music lately, and just trying to fill up so I can put something out. And I'm feeling like I'm at that point again, and I'm happy about it. Hopefully you've missed me. Hopefully you're excited that some new stuff's coming. I hope. If you're not, go get ready. You might like what's coming. I don't think it's anything like the stuff, some of the stuff that you've heard from me personally. Now, some of the remix stuff, okay, that may be kind of along the realm of what I'm trying to work now. But I'm all over the place, musically, creatively, so I'm not finna box myself in even on that. But I guess to wrap it up, God is awesome. Stuff works out even when you don't think it's going to. And sometimes you just gotta hang in there, even though it's frustrating where you are right now, even though you don't quite understand why things are working out the way they are right now. Just hang in there, because eventually you're gonna get to a point where it's like, that's why that happened, and that's why this had to happen, and that's why this person came in, and that's why that person walked out, and all things work together for good when it's all said and done. I think that's the big thing that I've had to realize, and I hope that if you're in that place, you can start realizing too, because there's no point in being stressed out and depressed about stuff like that. It's understandable to be, but you'd be surprised what's on the other side of it. So hang in there. I managed to somehow. Thank God I managed to somehow. And I'm glad I did, because now I feel like I can do what I'm here to do. That's the first video of this phase of life. So talk to you soon. Stay tuned.